Cozy up and welcome to this week's episode of the Cub Cast.
We're back with another episode. It's the last episode of the season, isn't it?
Indeed it is, yes.
Yeah, thank God. No, I'm joking. But we're last episode with this sort of, I don't know, neon theme, brick theme, if you can see around us.
Yes.
I know people on audio can't, but they're just...
Yeah, it's like neon.
If you don't watch on video, you won't know what I'm waffling about, but it's some purple, blue, colourblind stuff, you know. But yeah, last episode, it's been interesting. We've had some interesting things going on with guests for the past few episodes, so it's just been us two for the last two or so. But you know,
Yes, we are. We have actually got guests lined up, believe it or not.
we have about 4, but
they've just not got us lined up. Right, okay, so anyway, today is my birthday. So, you know,
yay!
you know, I'm 15. I know I look 10, but I am 15. And
bro, he's turned 15. His ego's going a bit far. Looking 10 now instead of 8.
bro, I can't. Oh wow, that's harsh. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually 15. You know, it's exam year now for school.
You sound 20 though, and I sound about 8. So you know we're about even.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's my birthday, and you know.
No, it's just we've been speaking for about a year. That sounded so gay, but like nah.
Probably a bit more than a year now. I think.
Yeah, and I remember on your birthday or whatever, you were just playing the old Fortnite.
It has been over a year because that was when I quit Fortnite for the first time. It was on my birthday because a big incident happened.
Wait, was it the rice incident?
It was with no. It was with
oh
Sam.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's after we were gone as a trio. We were done.
Addicted.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
It wasn't that.
No, we were done as a trio. You were out of the equation, Thomas. You were doing your content creation.
Was it?
Yes, and I was with Sam, and we had to find a trio partner.
Wait, tell us what happened then.
And it just kept going. The whole you know about the incident. I can't tell you here, but a whole incident happened with some guy called like Daniel or something like that.
Oh yeah, with the Photoshop.
Yes, that happened. So that happened on my birthday. Someone that we know called Sam, just absolutely, you know, destroyed me.
Yeah, it's fine though. He watches cows cross the road, so he can't really say much. But going on from that, you know, what I was talking about was, yeah, we were just chilling playing Fortnite, and obviously today we're chilling doing our podcast. So it's, you know, it's progression. I don't know, but basically just a bit of waffle. But it's his birthday, you know. Exciting.
Exciting.
What have you been doing today?
Nothing, literally nothing. Sitting around, I went Tesco.
Oh, come on, you better got a pastry.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get a pastry? Oh, you nutter.
I didn't get a pastry, no. Not today. I like the croissants though. There's some good croissants.
Oh, you're Scottish, fair enough. I was gonna say, you called a croissant a croissant. That was so posh. I
call it croissant, actually. I usually call it a croissant.
Some people call it a croissant. No, I call it a croissant, and some people call it a croissant. Like, what the hell? Where?
Oh, yeah, no, that's stupid. That's people who don't know how to pronounce. But yeah, didn't get anything today though. I didn't actually go in. I went for a meal.
To be fair though, at least today's podcast episode, for the first few minutes we started trying to, you know, do the intro or whatnot. But at least on like last episode where we recorded the first 10 minutes of the podcast, and then I forgot that I was muted the audio.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. And then you were like, Aaron, mate, I just realised I've been recording, but the audio, it's not.
Oh yeah, and then we were like, welcome back to the Cub Cast, come on. And then it was a bit, you know.
It worked.
Yeah, sort of. But the going on from your 15th 10th, 8th birthday. You know. We'll talk about some stuff to do with your channel later, but that just come to my mind. But I want to talk about a game that I've been playing a little bit, not too much, but it's like getting big at the minute. Because I've not really been playing that many games actually recently. But
yeah, it's one of those games that I can only play for a little bit before having to get off.
Oh yeah, we talked about this before. Yeah, it's a game called Splitgate, which I'm actually loving right now. It's not a game that I can like barely play because I think it's opposites with me, you, and COD. Like I can play Splitgate. I love COD, but the recent CODs have been shit.
I agree, but the new COD it's looking up.
It looks terrible in my opinion. But have you not seen people have been outraged about it? There's been so many people having to go.
That's just the COD community, bro. That's just the COD community. They're weirdos.
True, but I mean, there's just I understand hoping for it to be good, but I don't understand how you think it looks good because all we've seen right now is it's another war game. They've not told us anything else other than that.
I wanted another war game.
Why?
I wanted it so bad.
Why?
Because I loved, like, you know, like the original World at Wars. They feel good to play, but I feel like because they've made their mistakes in World War II and got that backlash, that they'll make a good game.
I don't think so. I just think they should go back to. Yeah, but like I just think they should do Modern Warfare. Yeah, Modern Warfare, but just more modern games because they've been doing future games and like past tense games all the time. There's not actually been a good modern game since Black Ops 2. And like I can't.
Yeah. No, and that's in the future. That's like 2040.
Yeah, no, it was 2020. 2020, 2030.
No, the campaign, but like, you know, like your Nuketown and stuff, they were all like 2090 or something like that, weren't they? And it's 2040.
No, it was early because that was Black Ops 3, remember? That was Black Ops 3 where it was futuristic.
Oh, yeah. Black Ops 2 is...
Black Ops 2 was like 20, 30 years in the future, and that was in like 2007 or whenever it was, 2012. 2012. Was it 2012? One of the two. I don't know.
12, yes.
But yeah, and I don't know, I just think Splitgate is a game that I think it's got a lot of potential. It's been out for like 2 years, but it used to be called a game called Portal Wars, and it's now not. It's called Splitgate, obviously, which I think is a way better name. Portal Wars sounds like some. It sounds because obviously it's a mix of Portal and Halo, basically. Yeah, I don't know if any of you lot have played it, but
you can't expect a game called Portal Wars to do good.
Like, it just sounds like one of those games, you know, like when you're at school, right, and it's like, oh, these games are blocked, and you go on one of those unblocked websites and you're trying to find a game, and right. The top one that comes up, Portal Wars, and you click on it, and you just see this like Agario looking game, and you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah, that's like Coolmathgames. You know, I love myself some Coolmathgames.
Yeah, if you don't, then you're a bit weird.
You know, and Run 3. Run 3, you know Run 3, right?
Which one was Run 3?
Everyone ever plays Run 3. It's the one where you're like the little fat circle and you run. And
little fat circle?
Yeah, the little fat circle guy, and you run, and you're like a little blob. And you have to like, you're in space, and you have to like move, and like when you move, the dimensions move and stuff, it's weird.
Interesting. I've probably played it, but my favorite game that on those unblocked websites things were one. It was like a bike game. Wait, it was like, you know, Bike Mania or Trap Mania. I don't know what it's called, but it was like a biking game like that. But it's in like 240p, and you go flying and you shoot fat people with guns. And another one. There's. Excuse me, it's like a zombie game where you're stuck inside this place, right, and loads of fat zombies come after you, and like you just sat in there trying to shoot them and I'm using this crappy laptop cursor trackpad, and the little ones are stronger than the fat guys are faster and stronger than the guys who aren't fat, and I'm like, what the hell? They're just rushing at me with 15 chings hanging from the bloody mouth. They look like they have ball sacks on their chins, and they're just sprinting at you.
Sounds like Resident Evil.
No, not really.
No, it doesn't actually.
That is.
Resident Evil, you have like
nothing like Resident Evil.
Have you ever played Resident Evil?
Mhm.
What one?
I don't know.
That's helpful.
Yeah. It was about 7 years ago.
Oh, I mean they've been out since like 1980 something, I think.
Have they?
Yeah, the first game was, and then the second game was like 1994, and then there was they remade it though, and it's fantastic.
Is that the game that you waffle about? Oh no, it's Uncharted you waffle about, not Resident Evil. I'm not going into that.
Uncharted is.
You're just gonna waffle about it for the entire length of the podcast.
Perfection. Please play Uncharted if you get to. Yeah, it's a great game.
But yeah, basically going back to Splitgate, because you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Splitgates.
No, Uncharted games. Anyway,
oh, wait. Oh,
There's
okay,
four
yeah,
of
that
them.
makes sense. You said that a bit. Like, I was like, what Splitgates? But yeah, I don't really understand the name for Splitgate, but it's a cool name. I quite like it.
Yeah, I think they just like they were sitting at the board meeting and they were like.
Matt, do you know what's mad? Like, do you know like Warzone have like terrible answer sheet and everything? They have the best answer sheet from a game that I've seen in a long time. And guess how many developers there are? There's 4 developers. There's only 4 people that run the entire game.
On what?
Splitgate.
Oh, Splitgate.
Yeah, there's only 4 people that run the entire game.
Warzone have stepped up their anti-cheat now.
No, they're not. They've not. Have you seen?
I thought they like released like a whole new system.
They did, and it did fuck off.
Is it bad? Yeah.
It was one of those things, do you know, like, because basically what they did with the anti-cheat was they did it so you had to use the 2-factor authentication to actually make an account. But that doesn't change anything, people being able to get hacks into it. They can just make a new email.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, or like burn out phone numbers.
Yeah.
If you hack that
Something else happened as well, so don't take my entire word for it, but I know that they definitely did that and as a sort of a hacking security measure, and I was like, what sort of waffle is that?
I mean, Activision are messed up right now. Anyway, they're still in that lawsuit.
Wait, are they?
Which, you know what one I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
But yeah, it's sick though, because like they've got, someone's just started going on Splitgate now. But it's just good because Portal is one of those games that I loved as a kid. It's always a classic. Portal 2, not as good as Portal 1. Still a good game though. But it just everything's felt smooth, and it's like that in Splitgate. And you get obviously guns and stuff like that, and it's Halo-like guns. So I quite like it. I've only put about 10 hours into the game though.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a fully developed game to me, but
it's still in beta. It's in beta.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good game. It just feels like anybody could have made it, you know? It just feels like a really...
Well, anyone could have made Call of Duty, in my opinion.
Well, not with the graphics and stuff now. Have you seen how much effort goes into a COD game? As
Yeah,
bad as they might be, a lot of effort goes into them.
I think I think that's false though. Anyone could have made the gameplay. It does not seem like an indie game whatsoever. It seems like a flagship title.
I don't know.
Probably because you've not put enough time into it. Neither have I. I've put like 8 or 10 hours.
That's still a lot.
The rank system though, I do quite enjoy. What's it called? I'm Plat 2. I played with Finley yesterday. Obviously, you lot don't know him. He's a bit stupid, but you know. We were playing like these 2s game mode yesterday, and I don't know. I think it's quite good. There's like 7 different ranks. I'm 3 ranks from the top, I think. Yeah. Which I think is decent since I've just started playing. So.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite an enjoyable game. I definitely recommend it as like it's someone who enjoyed Halo and is now coming to like got a PC or whatever, you know.
You can still play Halo on a PC.
Yeah, I know, but like
Halo games coming out soon.
Halo Infinite, or is that the one already out?
I don't know. I think it is called that because I seen like the beta test thing or something on my YouTube feed.
I don't know. I mean, oh, what's it called? I was just saying, Splitgate is on console. I don't know why I was just saying getting into PC games. It's on console. No, I mean, I've not really seen anything of it, but apparently it's perfectly fine. But it's just controller players using burst, aiming onto your face, and it's not very nice, but you know. Is what it is. But yeah, it's a nice little change because I've sort of been getting bored of GTA recently. The only thing I've liked is King of the Hill.
I agree. Like we've been playing this server and
don't get me started on GiantaPanda. Don't get me started on GiantaPanda.
I wasn't going to say his name, but yeah, GiantaPanda is...
He's a little shit, that's what he is.
He's a questionable character. because I'm not going to go into it because I will sit here all day. And Thomas knows that I will sit here all day. Because he knows how much I despise the guy.
But obviously we're not going to talk about it much, but something happened basically. And Aaron started going off on him, and I was like, it's a bit harsh, he's just, you know, doing what he needs to do. And then something else happened, and I was pissed. And it was just...
What happened to make you pissed?
I think it was the fact when we couldn't... Oh yeah, it was the fact that you started shutting down the server, because there's two different... Shh, let me speak. You can say something after. I need to say this. I need to get it off my chest. But mommy's I'm like, you shit your mic.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, he was as a public server, and he re-released his whitelisted server, which whitelisted, if you don't know, you should know, but whitelisted means only certain people can get into it.
Yeah, but you have to sign up for it. You have to be 18. You have to meet certain requirements. You need to have played GTA roleplay, have a lot of experience. Which
is obviously it makes sense if you want a whitelisted server. I
mean, we fit every category other than 18.
Which obviously if they want it to 18, that's their decision, but that makes sense, right? So I'm thinking people that are that good and really want to have that good, like, obviously your roleplay is a certain character, have that good like roleplay or whatever. If you wanna do that, then I'd be like, oh, I want to be able to play it every day. But no, he changed it where the public server you can only play Monday to Friday, and the whitelisted server you can only play on weekends. So if you're a whitelisted Don, you only get to play it 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. And then he now changes it where he shuts down the server when he's streaming. So
yeah, and you have to wait until it's done, and usually he does it at like what, midnight, right? And he's like, it'll be open when I'm done. If you understand, you understand. If you don't like my community, you're an absolute idiot.
That's what he said. You said if you're not a part of my community, then leave.
Bro, that's putting it nicely. He said some things on the chat, bro.
Oh yeah, he told that guy to toss off or something, didn't it? You remember the orange guy?
By the way.
It was funny though.
It's not funny though, and you know what else I hate is if you want to be part of his building community, you have to be there when he wants you, and if you're not there when he wants you, then apparently you're not respecting his community.
Oh yeah, you have to. The thing is though, he shuts down the server randomly because you don't have a set streaming schedule. Which if I was like, okay, he's shutting down the server at this and this time. So I was like, stupid. But you know, you do you. I know what time it's off, so I can do my own thing in it. But the fact that he does it randomly. Oh, so what if you're someone who has work or something, and then it's like, you know, like what's his name? TG, like the guy that I. Oh, Toby, that's his name. Toby Soap.
Alright, yeah, TK.
TK Taxis. He's one of the older people. He works and everything, and he's like playing. He's quite regular on the server. What if he's like, getting home from work, and he's like, okay, I have like say an hour to, have chill out and do whatever.
No time, but yeah.
Yeah. And you just hop on, and then this giant panda guy's keeping it lightly, not using any bad language, is just saying, "Oi, come in my stream now. It will spend your time watching my stream. Toss off on the server, and subscribe to my Twitch channel to get priority."
He's always promoting his Twitch channel in the chat.
He's like, can we get to his partner today, boys? And then spams it 45 times in OOC, and I really wanted to put /OOC. The skybox is meant only for emergencies and EMS.
Yeah, I know. And what was it? I think I've had a mind blank here. Honestly, I think I've had a mind blank. But I was gonna say something. But anyway, he also. Oh yeah. He says that like if you don't like his Twitch streams and stuff, then you're not part of his community at all, or the server's community. You're a server hitchhiker.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Remember, he was like, "There's GTA server players, and then there's Twitch community people."
You remember though, before that, in the start of the news feed when you weren't here, and I said there was a fighting club basically going in the city.
Oh yeah.
And he was like getting in pairs, and I was in pair with this guy. What's his name again? You know, the Scottish lad that I used to chill with.
Matt.
Matt. I was doing it with this guy called Matt, right? And it was a fight club in this cage and everything. And he was like, all right, everyone speak so I can confirm that your voice boxes are all working. Obviously, just your voice.
Which is your mate.
And he was like, okay. And he was like, he said, and I was speaking or whatever, and he was like, who's this squeaky tosser? And I was like, you what? And he was like, oh, you're gonna have to send verification that you're over 18 or something. And I was like, what? You're on about the public server? And I literally just chinned him in the face. I just chinned him in the face. I told him to shut up. Because
there's a point. There's like everyone in his server absolutely loves him. They all really look up to him. They all.
Actually, apart from some of the police don't even like him. You know, the ones that are that we're friends with.
The good guys.
Yeah,
good guys.
I love those people.
Everyone in the server's a suck up, you know.
Well.
And he goes off with these posts. He goes, you know, sorry, what was it? It was like everyone, just a weekly, monthly reminder. I love you all.
Oh yeah.
Like no, you don't.
Don't love you back, mate.
Yeah, no, nobody loves you. I'm sorry, like nearly
Excuse me.
everyone loves him. It's insane.
I know. Now the thing is though, it's like people that don't really know much about 5M or GTA mods is just gonna think we're waffling. But like, trust me, if you look on this guy's server, it used to be an absolute like really good server.
Do you remember when there were like planes in Legion Square?
Oh, there was a hacker in the game.
Crashed your game. It would like crash your game.
And I remember I drove into it, and then Giant Walked up behind us in a cop car, and he was like, "Why the fuck are you lot here? Get out the scene!" And I was like, "You what?" And I hopped inside of the plane.
Bro, I got one of the police officers. I was like, "Oh, do you want to come and what is it like depot? Is it depot? The depot a car? Impound a car." I was like, "Do you want to come and impound these planes?" He was like, "I'll try it," and then I brought him, and then he died. He got crushed by the plane, and I just ran away. So you know.
I'm not taking this guy to EMS. He can fuck off.
Yeah, EMS is the emergency services, by the way.
I think
so many people are probably still confused.
No, EMS exist in real life. Emergency services.
I know, but nobody calls them EMS. You don't like, go like, I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to get some EMS. Like, what? Could you imagine walking up to a doctor or something and being like, "Oh, EMS, I need help."
No, I could. I'd be like, "Yo, EMS,
need a banana bag.
I need the banana bag. I'm gonna use my T/me muscles." Oh god. Oh no.
Johnny said, you know, the best doctor and everything, take that a different way.
Voiceover guy.
Or voice.
Oh god. The thing is though,
like, it's voiceover guy and it's Giant Panda in the city. And they're like, "Bro, you live in a town, what?"
How many people are in the city today?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, what's it called? That's a shorts right there. That's a shorts right there. Called ring up EMS. No, but Giant Panda, mate. If you, I doubt you'll be watching this. I might put this in the community tab just to piss him off. Oh, yeah. But toss off.
Yes.
On your bike. Because we really don't like him. He's probably like 25 years old, but he sounds like an absolute idiot.
He also like mustn't work. He mustn't work because he's always on the server.
Oh yeah, he might just do crypto. That's his main source of income.
So. He doesn't seem like he has the brain span. He feels like a very stupid person.
Stupid.
Sorry, I meant to say stupid. He feels like a very stupid person.
I can't hear you say stupid now because it's just funny on the way you just go stupid.
Stupid.
I'm not taking the piss out of his Scottish accent for any of you lot to start coming at me. That's the thing, it's 2021. No, I'm not allowed to say anything.
Okay, so we have a very controversial thing to talk about here.
More controversial than that?
Oh, I don't know. Ben Affleck is Batman.
Oh, shut up. No, why'd you bring this up? So, I swear to God.
I think Ben Affleck is a great Batman. I think he's very good, very comic accurate. Very, very good Batman. I think he's a really nice dark role. You know, he's a really nice Batman. I wouldn't like, I was talking to Thomas about this before, and I wouldn't compare him to Christian Bale. I did kind of compare him to Christian Bale.
What? You said he was...
No, right. So I wouldn't compare him to Christian Bale because they're two different types of Batmans. Two different types of Batmans. Two different types of Batmen. Two different types of Batman. You know, one of them's like supposed to be suited to real life. I can hear myself via your headphones, by the way. One of them's supposed to be suited to real life, and one of them is supposed to be like very comic and over the top, you know. And that one is Ben Affleck. I also think Batman vs Superman was a great movie.
You're doing this to piss me off, aren't you? You're genuine. You're taking the fucking piss. I swear to God, every podcast ends with me getting annoyed at you, you know. Not even ends, starts. But you just come out with some whack decisions. Like, what's...
Not a whack decision.
The only thing I can give you is that he's quite comically accurate, and they've not given him a solo movie to actually give him a chance as proper chance as Batman. That's the only thing that I give you, and which is fair enough. But saying that, oh, he was almost on par with, you can't compare him to Christian Bale, which is true, but he's almost on par in terms of skill. Like, fuck off. He's so bad.
I think he's a great actor as well. Like, if you
he's a good actor, but no, but he's like. He just doesn't seem like a Bruce Wayne. He sort of looks like a Bruce Wayne, I guess, but he does not talk like a Bruce Wayne. He's not a playboy dickhead.
No, he isn't. I agree. Like, I liked Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and in Gotham as well. We're going to talk about Gotham a little bit after this.
Yeah, we are.
But
that was also good.
But Gotham, Bruce Wayne in Gotham. You remember when he was betting against who was it? He was betting against someone for like the knife.
Barbara.
Yeah, he was betting against Barbara, and he was like 2 million, 3 million, easy money. Like, that's what I like as Bruce Wayne. Because he had to put the persona on.
Yeah, Alfred was like, be Bruce Wayne, be the rich spoiled brat you were supposed to, and he was like, I'll hang it in my bathroom.
Yeah, I remember that. He was like, she said, and he kept adding $1 to everything.
Yeah, she was like $10 million. He goes $10 million and 1 cent.
That's not a dollar. That's a cent.
No, I know, but he done that once. I think the interpretation of Bruce Wayne throughout Gotham, but we'll come back to that. But I think it was fantastic. Anyway, you haven't seen Snyder's cut either.
No. I've just, it's a 4-hour film, and I mainly can't be asked to watch it because.
Yeah, it is long.
I mainly can't be asked to watch it because I hated I didn't hate the first Justice League. It was okay, but like.
I hated it.
It was just meh. Do you know what I think was a very underrated film? Even though I hate the actual character itself, Aquaman.
Oh, that was a great film.
Aquaman had a good film. I hate him as a character, but it was a good film.
Jason Momoa, though. I love Jason Momoa.
Who the fuck's not the actor?
The actor, yeah, he's a great actor.
You love him because actually I can't say that on the podcast. Are you good day?
Are you good day? Sorry, right. So anyway, no, I don't like you woman.
You don't like women?
No, you woman.
Wait,
What's she called? The woman that went out with Johnny Depp, she's in it.
Johnny Sins? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
What?
Why are you talking about Johnny Sins? Oh, do you mean Jennifer Aniston? She went out with Johnny Depp? Oh no, that was Brad Pitt.
That's John Mayer.
She didn't go out with John Mayer. She didn't go out with John Mayer.
No, she did. Jennifer Aniston went out with John Mayer.
I wasn't talking about John Mayer. I was talking about Brad Pitt. Remember, it was like Team Aniston versus whoever the fuck the other one was.
I think you're talking about Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
What's happening?
What?
I don't know.
No, because it was in. Oh no, shut up, man! It was going on at like the same time that Friends was recording. Friends was a great show. If you haven't watched Friends, you have to watch Friends.
You know what's better?
What?
Big Bang Theory.
Overall, as a series, no.
Anyway, the woman that.
No, we need to talk about that. And all right, fine, continue, and then we'll talk about that after.
So I think she's called like Emily something. If not, then I'm sorry.
Emily and who?
I don't know what she's called, but anyway, she's a bit of an idiot.
Emily. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say that name.
She took him to court, and saying that like he abused her and whatever else. But then every account ever works out for Depp that she was actually abusing him. So anyway, it doesn't matter. But we're gonna get back to whatever Tom was just saying.
Oh yeah, Big Bang Theory. If you haven't watched it, it's just, everyone must have watched it. Incredible show, but the last like 3 seasons, that could have all been condensed into 1 season. Half of it was just waffle. I loved the entire of the Big Bang Theory, but I think Friends, they ended it where they thought was good. They ended it at a good point.
Yeah, and that brings us to Gotham, because they ended it at an absolutely crap point. The show was discontinued.
I forgot the ending.
The ending was an episode where they were all like 10 years older.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
Bad ending.
That was stupid.
Anyway, back to, the Suicide Squad. We'll come back to Gotham again. But the Suicide Squad, I went to see it in the cinema when I was...
What do you mean the new one or the other one?
The new one.
The new one looks shit.
The Suicide Squad. And I think it was good, but I think it wasn't like a very DC film, It felt more like...
It was more like a Disney film.
A comedy, yeah, kind of Disney, but dark. It's very violent. Like, very violent. Like, there's like beheadings and stuff. They're getting like...
Mortal Kombat.
What?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, but it's not.
By the
like
way, I'm not drinking beer, by the way, if they try and demonetize this fucking video. It's lemonade. Because I've had it before where I was drinking something in a glass bottle that looked like this, and they demonetized my bloody video. I was pissed.
If we get paid anyway.
Yeah, no, but like...
If we do ever get paid, and this means that this episode will be demonetized.
Yeah. So, lemonade.
So anyway.
Oh, that just went on my nose.
But yeah, I think it was good. It was kind of like a comedy. I love the shark guy. Shark guy's a good guy. Cool guy. He's a
chill guy.
Voiced by chill guy. He's voiced by Sylvester Stallone, I believe.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Rambo. Or no, not Rambo. Yeah, Rambo.
And Rocky.
And Rocky. Yeah.
Legend of a guy. I went to a restaurant called Pacini's. I used to go there all the time. Well, not all the time. No. But what's it called? This Pacini. It's like a really posh restaurant, though. So we go there. We used to go there like once or twice a year. It's just like a thing. Me, my nana, and granddad. Sometimes the family and that. And
was he just there before you were there or something?
We'd always get this one booth, right? That no one else, like some people have been to that restaurant, but that was the booth that Sylvester Stallone always got every single time he went there. And what's it called? We went there, and like he got like a picture taken the day that we got there, and I was so pissed off. I wanted to meet him, and like, do you know like the United team and everything had been there as well? And I was like,
oh yeah.
I didn't realise we always sat in the same booth.
Yeah, I went to Hard Rock Cafe, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? There was
did Slash go there?
They had, like, yeah, actually, there was one of his belts. We were at like this like new bit. Everybody donates a big thing, like a guitar that's worth like 12,000, or Jimi Hendrix's trousers. Why
is he taking his trousers off?
They'll be worth a few 100,000. Anyway, because it's Jimi Hendrix, he's like a giant guy. Like his guitars have sold for like something like 3 million. Anyway, you have to be a very, very rich person to buy any of his stuff. But anyway, he donated that, and then everybody donates these big things. Like imagine donating your trousers. Slash donated a belt.
Slash. He did what? Oh, Slash isn't the person. I thought you meant he did a chat command and put Slash donate and then put his belt in.
yeah, he done that. Yeah, he done that at the Hard Rock Cafe. Anyway, it was in London, Piccadilly, but there was another one as well because it's London's a big place. But I was at Piccadilly,
Piccadilly's. Oh, I thought you meant Piccadilly's a thing in Manchester. I was like, what?
No, the big square with the big advertisements, the Coca-Cola thing. It's a COD map as well.
That you sounded like such a neek then the way you said that.
Yeah. Sorry, for any of you neeks who don't know that London is an actual place, it is a COD map.
For any of you neeks that don't know London is an actual place. Oh my fuck. Oh, I'll have to ring up Charlie and ask him my question later.
Yeah, I know. He lives there, but he doesn't know that it exists.
No, he lives just outside.
Yeah, well, it's
I'm not going to say where he lives, but
Yeah, it's pretty much London.
Crackhead Central. Where I live is Crackhead Central, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole of England. Sorry. Right.
Not wrong, though.
I know. Right, back to Gotham, anyway. We were talking about it, and David Mazouz...
talking about Gotham? Oh yeah, about Bruce Wayne. Yeah, carry on.
David Mazouz plays Bruce Wayne.
David Mazouz.
I think he's a good Bruce Wayne.
Oh, the guy in Gotham. I'm actually out of it today, you know? I was so confused. I was like, who's David Mazouz? Nah,
Bruce Wayne in Gotham.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I played Bruce Wayne. Pretty chill guy.
I think he's a good interpretation of, Bruce Wayne. I also think Alfred is like the best Alfred I've ever seen. Other than maybe Michael Caine.
I was gonna say, if you disrespect my Michael Caine like that, I swear to God.
But whoever was in the old Batman movies, the Keaton and Kilmer ones, he was also a great Alfred, I think.
I think you've done every Alfred good apart from the black guy.
Who?
There was a black Alfred, and I think that was the only one that's been bad. That not being racist.
What was it in?
It was in one of the animated movies.
That's weird.
There was a black Alfred, which doesn't make sense.
It wasn't Lucius Fox.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna confuse Lucius Lucius or whatever the fuck.
And by the way, for any of you people who haven't read the comics, do you know?
Jeff.
I think it's Tim Drake, right? Tim Drake is bisexual.
Who's bisexual?
In the comics, Tim Drake.
Who's
Robin.
that? Oh, Robert. Oh, that Robert. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like a lot of you will play the games and you'll be like, what is happening? Like he dates Barbara, does he not? Like, but
he
no,
dates
usually...
Barbara.
No, dates.
He dates Barbara.
Bro. But no, usually like I think all the Robins go between dating Barbara.
Just to be
until she's in a wheelchair. Go ahead.
Just to say something real quick. You obviously got that chair as well. The thing that it stands on top of, the wheels, are a bloody pain in the ass. They're metal and they hurt like shit when you kick them.
And they gather dust so quick, innit? Underneath the chair.
Oh, my Achilles hurts, man. I went like that and went bam on it.
I know. They're heavy duty.
Because there's a bit
sharp.
Yeah, there's a difference between like the actual like wheel. Actually, I'm gonna probably throw it if I pick it up.
Yeah.
There's like.
Wait, I have something to talk about. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. So I was in Glasgow for my meal.
The way you went. Let go.
2 days ago, and we were walking, and this guy, right? These guys start fighting. They're going, oi, 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 oi! Right, they're shouting at each other, you know. And then he jumps over the barricade and starts beating him. He beats this guy into the ground, right? This guy has blood all over him.
Yeah.
He gets up, he has blood. He walks past me. He's like, "All right, mate." You know, he has all this blood coming.
All right, mate.
He just walks away after being beat up casually, right? But this other guy intervenes, right? And they're all sitting fighting on the floor. This guy goes over the side and picks up a trolley, and throws the trolley at the people fighting. Bro, man threw a trolley. He threw a trolley at them. And then the guy got up and started beating up the guy that threw the trolley. He tried to break up the fight by throwing a trolley. It was a full shopping trolley. He picked it. I don't know how he picked it up. He picked up the shopping trolley, threw it. I've never seen something like it, honestly.
Shopping trolleys aren't that heavy, to be fair.
No, I know, but like, could you imagine throwing a shopping trolley at someone?
To be fair, that'd hurt.
Like, 3 people fighting on the ground. Like, what?
What happened after that?
I don't know. We had to leave, but
why?
They were fighting. They were fighting like everyone.
That massive
I think they
brawl.
were just fighting whoever they wanted.
It was like mosh pits at heavy metal concerts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
right?
god.
They don't fight. They like do the conga. It's like, bro, you got Metallica playing in the back, right?
Yeah.
Playing Holier Than Thou or something really heavy. You know, and you know, and they're all just sitting doing the conga. You know, let's all do the conga. Let's all do the conga.
What was that?
Yeah, that's the conga.
Oh god. You remember when you were like 5? I don't know if you did it, but in English primary schools, we like when you're 5, so you stand next to your mate or something, and then you go like that on his shoulders and just go for like 20 minutes.
I've never done that.
We did that, and I accidentally hit my teacher. I remember my teacher was behind me, and my teacher was like that on my shoulders. Do you know? 'Cause it's like a big circle.
Yeah.
And I was like, what was like, it's 5 or 6 at the time, and I turned and I didn't realise it was her behind me. I turned around because my friend was, I don't know, just was chatting shit. I don't know what he was saying, just taking the piss or whatever. I think it was Finley, to be honest. And I just turned around and went like that and elbowed her. And what's it called? I was like, oh sorry, Mr. Kana. It was not good.
We had people who would jump on tables and attempt to throw them in primary 1. You know, they'd try to pick it up and be like, oh, so heavy!
They're not even heavy.
No, I know. It's because we were in primary 1 though, we're tiny. We're like...
Primary 1, I don't know what that is. Is that just like year 1?
Yes, your first year of school ever.
Oh, so that's nursery. Oh, after nursery. What about, do you not have reception?
No, we don't have that. I know you have that, but we don't have that.
Oh,
So you guys have nursery reception, then school. But we have nursery school, and then high school. That's it.
Yeah, but you have an extra 2 years at high school, and then college as well, don't you?
Well, you can go college or you can go uni, but, you know, it depends on what you study. If you want to study, like, teaching, it's like 4 years.
Fuck teaching, man.
No, I couldn't do
it. I never, because I get too pissed off at the children.
It's not just the people you have to deal with, it's the paperwork. Have you seen how much paperwork they have to do? My mum is a nursery teacher, right? She's a nursery teacher. She's the children, like toddlers. And the amount of paperwork she has to do is unreal. But I couldn't imagine what you'd have to do if you were a high school teacher, I mean. And like, if someone breaks their head or something...
You know what, the story...
breaks their head! Sorry, splits open their head or something when they fall off their chair.
I was about to say
this. Paperwork you have to do. Just throw them out the window. You'd be as well just throwing them and forgetting about them.
The story that every teacher tells when you're like swinging on your chair, like, I had a kid in my class that split his head open from falling over, and no one does it.
And it's like the back of the day, they're at the back, and you're like, oh, don't swing because we had one kid called Toby or something, and he done that, you know, he swung, and his head opened, there was that face like a front alien, you have seen it.
He had to get 5 stitches here, and he's got scars on his head.
Yeah, I should get him in one thing to show you all and prove your point.
You'd see Toby, an absolute crackhead, just coming in with a line of coke, and he's just like, yo, you want some?
Yeah, and well,
you want some Sweed?
Like, show him the stitches on your head, Toby, and he does that, and then there's no stitches, and she's like, shit wrong, Toby. You know, it's the drug dealer from down the street, sorry, I'll come back to you later.
The Sweed conversation, do you want to talk about it on the podcast?
Yes.
Alright, so basically, lads, me and Finley, the person I was talking about before, you know, we were out, right? And with one of our other friends. And we were walking home, and some guy that I'd seen like 20 minutes before, he had his 20 minutes before, I'm gonna say he didn't have any underwear on, and his pants were hanging down, and he was just walking about. And we were like chilling in this park for a little bit, and while we were walking home, we saw him again speaking to a guy on a bike, and he looked like he was trying to like rob his bike or something, but this guy was a crackhead, he was twitching and everything. And we walked back a bit, and he was like, yo, you seem like you kids are into the weed, into the class A drugs, you know, into the dodgy stuff. And we were like,
Class A. Hey, okay,
no, we're not into class A drugs, mate. With 14, with not crackheads.
Yeah.
And
sorry, go ahead.
And he was just speaking to us, and he was like, oh yeah, I've got some sick stuff here, but you only take a little bit in the spliff. You only take a little bit, otherwise it'll fuck you up, bro. And he was like, what we seen? And he was like, yo, can you hold this bag a second? It was a bin bag, it smelled like there was some actual proper stuff in there, you know. But I knew he had some proper stuff on him, because I could see him twitching and that. And bro, he was waffling us about... No, it was some dodgy, it was some proper stuff. And he pulled his pants down. He pulled his pants down and shown us a massive scar with like loads of stitches and stuff on it. It was like, oh yeah, I got stabbed up right here. These massive dogs, there was a big dog fight going on. I had to try and split them up, and he's like going from it, and they ripped my legs open. And
then how did he get stabbed?
I don't know. Yeah, and he had like marks all over on him, and he was ripped as well, by the way. He had like abs and everything, and I was like, what the hell? And he was just twitching all over the place. And he was just speaking, and then he was like, yo, can you hold this for a second? So I held it, alright, and he was like, 20 quid fell out of his pocket, and my mate was like, I should take this, but I'm gonna be nice and to give it back to him. And he's like, yo, you dropped something, mate. What do you say? What I drop? Oh, thank you. You weren't trying to steal it, were you? And then he's like, no. And then he's just speaking to us, and he gave my mate, not Finley, the other guy, a little bag, right? A little black bag, and he was like, you know what? You can just have this for free. You can have this for free. So we were like, okay, this is bullshit. We're just gonna throw it away because obviously we don't want this. And we open it up, right? Because we were like, oh, let's see what it is, whether or not to like give it to someone, you know. And like not give it to someone on the street. I mean like give it to like, you know, like police or something.
Right. Okay.
And what's it called? We look inside and we think it's gonna be some Sweed, which I'm guessing is just some dodgy type of weed or something. And we open it up and there's 15 peanuts, like proper peanuts, still in their shells and everything, just sat inside of there. And we're like, what the hell? And he pours them out onto his hand, right? And he sees these peanuts, and the guy just walks off, and then we turn around and we just see him fall. And I'm like, what the hell? And what is he giving it?
I had a similar experience when I was younger. I'd left before he talked to anyone, but I was down. I fought a kid and everything. I got in a fight. And
did you?
Yeah.
Talk about that after.
So sorry, no. I just got in a fight and the kid's nose bled and he went home crying.
Man like Aaron, big man.
This was years ago. I was absolutely tiny. I don't know how I done it, but you know. Anyway,
your hand. No, I'm not bullying him, by the way, but I'm not gonna lie. He was a little bit of a chunky person back in the day.
Yes, a little bit.
He gets his squishy hands and just goes bam right into him.
Yeah. Anyway, this kid got me on the ground, started punching me over and over again. And then I ended up punching him once in the nose. He started bleeding. He went away crying. So, you know, cigarette. Anyway, we were hanging around at this park, and this guy comes down with bloody hands and stuff. He passes us. He's like blood all over him. You know, he's sitting there twitching like, you know. So he looks like
zombie from iZombie.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. So he
God.
goes down, and then apparently he came back and asked my friends for money or if they wanted a certain type of drug that the Beatles used. Anything clicking. LSD. So, you know, I would guess that in Scotland, honestly. I'm not even going to question it, but anyway. So yeah, I left before then, but you know, there are proper crackheads around. You know, they go, you know.
What was that?
I don't know.
It was the sound effect you did with your mouth. They're not having a seizure.
Yeah, no, they pretty much look like they're having a seizure. I've also saw someone have a fit.
So did I.
It's not good. It's not good, is it?
No.
No. They're having a
I'm not
fit.
gonna lie to you. I sort of laughed. Because, should I tell you why I laughed? Because basically, it was one of these people, right? I was out with my friends a little while ago, and it was this guy that I've seen around Civic, and he's not actually homeless, but he pretends he's well, Civic, I shouldn't have said that. It don't matter. No, it's fine. But yeah, a place called Civic, and he just sits there, pretends to be homeless, holding his cup out, you know, does whatever with his beer and his cig, and he turns around, just whips his pants down, takes a piss in the corner all every now and again, and he pretends to be homeless even though he's not homeless. And I see him, right, he's just having an argument with this random guy. He looks like a pretty good bit like businessman dude in a suit and, you know, stuff like that. And he starts an argument with this guy because he won't give him money, and he's like, you what? And tries to chin him, but then the security guard who works at like this Asda stops him or whatever, and he just falls to the ground and starts having a seizure.
Oh yeah. And
I can't lie, I was laughing my head off.
Well, I've seen someone have a seizure, and I've seen someone have a fit. So like, a seizure is like, you know, they're like twitching and everything, but a fit is like, you know, they're still conscious, I think. And,
no,
like,
you can still be conscious having a seizure.
Yeah, I know, but like they're like all over the place. It's weird. They're slightly different a bit, I think. Anyway, I was at a festival, Transmit's called Transmit's, the big Scottish festival in Glasgow Green. And like I think when I went there was Lewis Capaldi, George Ezra. Might I add that they weren't that good. It was a very amateur performance. It was like going to a pub and watching some people sing. That'd probably be better there, honestly.
To be fair though, if it's a concert where kids are allowed in there, then it's probably not going to be
It's
very...
not. It's 13. It's 13 plus, and there's alcohol sold and everything. And there's the smell of weed in the air constantly. It's so annoying. Anyway, there's like it's a big festival. It's like the biggest festival in Scotland. And smoke bombs. Everything happens. Like people get killed there. People get harassed there. You hear all the stories. Anyway, it's pretty bad. I like Emily Sand though. She's impressive. That I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna shout woman. She was on X Factor, I think. Her.
If you want top Rihanna's "I'm the only girl in the world."
Oh no, of course not.
No, but I'm not gonna do that on the podcast. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's just funny seeing crackheads, man. It's like, why?
Yeah. Oh yeah, also yeah. So sorry, the person that took the fit was like a girl like your age probably now, which is my age yesterday, maybe 14, and she was she was on the bed. They had to put her they had to restrain her on like a stretcher with straps while she was fitting. And it was scary. Honestly, that is scary. Her friend was sitting on the phone to her mum, and she's like, "She's gonna die," and the paramedics are trying to help her out. I never heard what happened. Don't think she died though. And that's why you don't do ecstasy, kids. MDMA. Don't.
I think she's gonna die.
Yeah, that's what her friend was like. I think she was like, "She's dying, Mum, she's dying." It's quite scary in the moment, by the way. This was by the public toilets.
Let me guess, can you find her on Snap Maps every weekend?
Oh yes, of course. Imagine that was on Snap Maps. Someone's just filming someone taking a fit. Yeah, they just post it on Snap Maps. You're just checking Snap Maps, and you're like, you just see someone like spazzing out, and you're like, what the hell's happening? You're actually supposed to record the seizure.
Are you?
Yeah. So, if you have regular seizures and you're with your family, they're supposed to record it so that the doctor knows what type of seizure it is and how to treat it. But you're obviously supposed to remove the things that they can bang their head on before you record. So. Could you imagine accidentally recording? You're like, crap, I've left the vase, and you're like, bang their head.
Oh crap, I forgot there was a machete there. Did you go bam, splits her open?
You're like, they smashed the vase. You're like, how could you do that? You're leaving the house. You're out. You're gone. That was my £1,000 vase. You mad woman.
Oh, I'm actually. The thing is, though, they're actually. So seizures are really horrible things. I'd never want to experience one, and I'm not. I apologize for like laughing at that, but they are actually horrible. I've seen like films of it, and like there's police trying to move everything, and I saw this one woman. She actually died because she whacked a big ass pole, and it like broke her head. She died.
Yeah, it's harsh. But I was at work one time with my dad at somewhere called the Glasgow Fort, which is a big shopping bit. And it was a fireworks display. It was honestly scary as hell. Like, because I was with them at security, I had to stay with them. And, like, it's like, how you're supposed to be behind a certain barrier? We had to be in front of that barrier. Because the security have to stand, like, at the unsafe bit, of course. So I was standing at the unsafe bit.
You were like, it's
anyway,
big.
What happened again? Something happened.
Oh, sick. Well, I remember me and you were watching a video like 2 weeks ago. So we were going through 6 old Scottish music videos, and we see this Scottish drill rapper, and Aaron's like, "Oh, this is cringy." I thought it was a tune, I put it on my playlist. Removed it the next day. I put it on my playlist. He was just like, he was like, "Hello, shut up, you stupid."
Let me see if I can find the lyrics. I know what his accent's like, so I can try and mimic him.
Yeah, I can't mimic it. You can.
Alright, here we go. So what's up, man? Chillin', man. Chillin', yo. You know I had to go. You know why, right? Why? Because, yo, I never called to ask you to play something, right? And it's like... What the hell? Anyway, it's Scottish grime, you know? That's what it's called. The rebel, I make more noise than heavy metal. The hell type of lyric is that? Like, what? Ray got it going on, pal. Call me the rap assassinator. I'ma get mad deep like a threat. Yeah, I don't know. That's Scottish.
Oh god, I'll show you. Oh wait, no, you've already seen the video, but do you remember?
You said the N-word.
Did
Bro.
That's funny. No. I mean, oh god. You know what I mean, though.
Twice. Hot like sauce. Nice.
That's mental.
That rug stack.
What's rug stack?
Don't know.
Oh. But yeah. It's just funny. I'm not gonna say who it is. Just, you know, it's a whole thing. But remember the rapper that I shown. That's my age. I'm not.
Oh.
All I'm gonna say is he raps with.
You can say much here.
No. All I'm gonna say is he raps with his mate, and he's a god. He's an absolute legend.
He's an absolute legend. So good. Honestly, like on par with DJ Badboy.
Don't get me started on DJ Badboy. He was actually legendary though. DJ Badboy was so good.
He was playing a rave when we were checking the snap maps to see if that guy was on. Oh, let me check and see if he's on. Right, wait a minute.
Oh, wait. I can't believe that. How casual you were in the last episode. Oh, the old drunk guy, if you saw the last episode. If you haven't seen it, you better watch it. That was a good episode. He was just like, oh yeah, you can find him on snap maps every weekend.
Yeah. Let's see if he was on.
Oh god.
Some of the things that people post, it's just confusing.
So you see like the 14-year-olds posting vapes on their story, and it's like no one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to vape, fair enough, but I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see. Like, what is this? I just got abandoned by one of my besties, so I'm at the park now. It's just a picture of their shoes.
Tell them look like a park.
Evening mood snapback.
God. At least you're not doing a Charlie and holding your phone like a Chinese demon.
Yeah, I know. Charlie will know what we're talking about, but you know, he doesn't like podcasts apparently. He hated our first episode with a guest, which should be Piotr Michael.
To be fair, I don't blame him.
Why? That was a great episode. I think it was just overly.
Nah, it was a great episode. I love Piotr, and it was great for first guest. I just feel like we've improved so much, which is a good thing. We don't want to stay stuck in a podcast, but I feel like you can't watch the first season. The first season I can't watch. I don't know why, but I just can't.
I know, I get it, bro. I get it.
The way we speak is just stupid. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not on Snap Maps today.
No.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, we have to check every single time we have an episode.
Oh, yeah, wait, we get Tomo and we're like, Tomo, just wait a minute, we're trying to find the drunk guy.
We're trying to
find the guitar, Zack, put down the guitar. Trying to find drunk man.
Oh, Tomo's a guy. Him and Marcus, you know. Legendary people, but
you guys will never know.
No, at some point we'll tell the story, but you know, but I feel really warm and cold.
You said you wanted to go back to my channel, why?
Oh! There's some legendary videos with the past on there, some videos with features such as Kayla, you know, incredible people, but the video that I love the most, I have some embarrassing videos at some point on the podcast I'll need to show. And so will you. We get some of yours on. Don't know if you want. Don't know if you want to put it on this episode, right? If you don't want to, fair enough. But there's this one video where he's starting a vlog, right? And he's got this. He's doing an ASMR. Well, I've got two videos to talk about. We'll do the ASMR one first. He's doing an ASMR part 2 video, right? And he's got the crappy little microphone that he's just going, oh, and starts going like tapping things on top of it. And then he's about 2 minutes in, the microphone just breaks, and for the next 8 minutes of the recording, you can't hear anything.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna go get a book right now, so I'll be back in a second. I click the pause feature. You know how when you're like recording, there's a pause button on Windows.
Yeah.
So I clicked the pause feature. I went and got a book. I came back and I must have unplugged it. And yeah, it was unplugged, and you couldn't hear me until the very end. It plugged back in, and I was like, "Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Remember to subscribe." Yeah, that was it. I spoke with like some weird American accent.
But
I sounded like 5, even though I was like, it was only a few. It wasn't even like.
It was like you were like 11.
Ago. Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
But
that's actually 4 years. Oh my god, time flies.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
But an even better video was the one where you start a vlog, and for some reason I don't know why you've just got a gun in your hand, and he's doing his intro, or whatever, and he points the gun to the camera.
I don't think that was in the intro, was it?
Was it? Or was it near the outro?
It was during the video.
Oh.
It's the Livingston Designer Outlet, which is where I go to get a lot of my clothes. So basically, it's just a big designer outlet where you have like your Adidas, Nike, Lacoste, like there's everything there, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like all like stuff that's like discounted because they do it through. I don't know why they discount it, but they discount it. I always get Costa as well. I love myself some Costa. Do you like Costa?
Costa's crap.
Would you like Starbucks?
Good but overpriced.
Oh my god, no! Starbucks is so crap. Costa's godly. Have you tried their hot chocolate?
Yeah, the hot chocolate's decent, but the coffees are crap. I don't like coffees though.
I don't like coffee anyway, so I wouldn't judge them on their coffee because I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like coffee. I only like coffee that's really like flavoured, but then you can't really taste the coffee, so.
Yeah, like maybe like one shot of coffee in it, like actual coffee in it.
I like iced coffee. I've tried an iced coffee and it was quite nice.
I don't like Starbucks though, like at all really. Like they're so overrated.
So is Costa though, in my opinion. Like the Costa are quite expensive, but they are.
They're not overrated though. Like it's not like Starbucks.
It's not
like,
overrated because in America, I was about to say in America you have like
Starbucks, nobody likes you.
You have like the university girls who just go around posting on their story pictures of Starbucks and like they've got their laptops with them.
Like Frappuccino time.
One thing I do like about being a university student, you can literally go anywhere to study, and like just get your laptop out and get a drink and just get in your mode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can now do that on phones now with how big they're getting and the fact that you can
Fold them.
connect a keyboard. And now you get flippable keyboards.
Wait, what?
Like they flip in and they come out and they're like an Apple keyboard. Like like really thin and like it's still it's usable for typing but not for gaming or anything, of course.
Have you seen the new Apple glasses?
God, no.
There's like Apple glasses coming out. Do you know like Tony Stark's glasses? And like, they have all the things inside of them. It's going to be similar to that. Obviously, nowhere near as high tech. You can't send rockets through them, but stuff like that. And they're coming out quite soon. And there's like AR and stuff. Imagine just like being in class and you're like a bit bored in some crappy lesson. You just put your glasses on and start playing the game.
Back to like phones and stuff. I got a new phone.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I didn't go for the fold. I wasn't gonna. I would have got like I don't know what it even is new in the Fold 3, honestly. It's probably got the advantages, but it's probably also like $2,500. That's like the price that the other one was when it came out. Anyway, this came with like a case. It's got like a ton of cameras on it. It can record in 8K. It can take pictures in 108 megapixels. And it comes with an S Pen. I'm definitely going to need this.
Is that sarcasm or actual?
It's sarcasm. I don't really draw. I draw when I'm really.
I mean, I like the idea of the S Pen, but I don't see the point on a phone that's that small.
Yeah, but it's not that small, really. It's it's big enough to draw on, but you'd have to be really into digital art.
Yeah, I mean,
just using Photoshop on your PC with a drawing pad if you're really into it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, I'm in that moment where you think you're gonna sneeze, but you're not sneezing.
Yeah, I know. Drawing pads they amazed me because I was trying to get into art when I was younger. It didn't work out for the better.
Yeah. I can't imagine you doing that.
No.
Got a big enough brain for that.
An actual neek. No, I'd be an actual neek.
Put your glasses upside down.
I know, right?
Oh wait, where are my glasses?
So anyway, I'd be like the next.
I look at my draw, and then I come back, then you realise your glasses are just upside down.
I'd be like the next Pablo Picasso, but a neek, you know. So,
You want me to join you?
I can't see, but yes, because this prescription is different than this prescription, and I'm losing brain cells because, you know, it's so hard to see.
No, like an old woman.
This makes a short, by the way. This makes a short. We've both get the upside down glasses. I am struggling to see. The prescription is hurting my eyes because it's the wrong eye. But anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, I dropped art. Yeah, John Pad's always fascinating.
The rest of the podcast will in these, you know.
I know, right? So, John, I'm losing brain cells, bro. Like, drawing pads always fascinated me because you could just plug them into a PC and you could draw like it's actual paper, and I was like, I look so stupid. Yeah, I was like, you know. So that needs to be the thumbnail. Wait. There we go.
You look no.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
It looked like
yeah,
the thing that Daniel did.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
I'm taking these off. I can't.
Yeah, no, I'm losing brain cells, bro. It's
I look like I look so weird. Oh god.
Do you know I have an ear piercing?
Since
You
when?
wouldn't know.
But
Since
you
I
do have a
was-
forehead though. You do have eyes.
Since I was a lot younger.
Oh yeah, I
was
remember you did. Yeah.
Maybe 2017 I had it.
Remember because you had your hair gel in your hair and you had your little.
I don't have an earring in right now, but I'm planning on buying a new one.
I don't like earrings.
Neither
So-
do I really, but you know, I'm not going. I'm going to end up wanting one when I'm older, and then I don't want to have to get a new hole. To get a new piercing.
Yeah. I mean, fair play.
It wasn't really sore, but I feel like it'd be sorer when you're older because you know you have to kind of go through that thought process. When you're younger, you're just like, oh yeah, let's do it.
because you have to get more holes. Yeah.
Of course. See people that stretch their ears, bro.
Oh no, that's gamma. Have
you
you
know
seen the ones
people
where they
who
put the
get
massive
holes?
hoops?
No, do you know people who get holes in their face to get jewellery there? Disgusting. Do you not know about that? Some people get holes in their face.
Oh, that is kind of disgusting.
I've seen a few of them in like real life. It is bad, bro.
I mean, fair enough.
It is mad. Like there's the world record.
What
think I've seen-
record?
Yeah, there's a world record for
Bro.
like piercings.
A Guinness World Records. Who has the biggest piercing?
There you go. That's the.
Wait,
world
try to have a
record.
look in Discord. The recording will sort of mess
Yeah.
up a little bit. Oh my god, the people on the podcast, you can see this right now. That is absolutely disgusting.
It is. It's bad. It's bad, bro. Okay, go back to the podcast screen so I can just.
Yeah, I'm on the podcast screen.
Right. Okay. There we go. Right.
That is. That is
Anyway,
disgusting. But moving on, off away from that. The thing is, a big thing that I've actually stopped watching in the past like year or so, which I've wanted to start watching a little bit more, is like tech channels. You know, like Austin Evans. You know, you got your Linus Tech Tips. You know, you got your average consumer, legendary person, by the way, very underrated.
There's one guy that I like that's been popping up in my YouTube shorts. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I know a guy who's good, who does YouTube shorts.
It's a tech guy.
That is the most vague description you could have given me.
He's pretty big on YouTube.
What's his
shorts.
name?
He's got an English accent.
How
Probably
the
only
fuck
one
does
on
this
there with an
help?
English accent. I'm trying to find him, bro. Wait a minute.
You can't, bro, ask me like, oh yeah, do you know this guy who does YouTube shorts? Like, what am I
That
supposed to
guy?
do with that? What do you mean that guy?
Wait a minute.
What do you mean that guy? I can't see your screen. Oh god.
Oh yeah, Mr. Who's the Boss, is it?
Oh yeah, Mr. Who's about? Yeah, he's been on YouTube for ages. Yeah,
top
he's
search-
the Apple guy.
top search for him is Mr. Who's the Boss.
He knows TikTok, yeah.
Indian.
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's YouTube, by the way. That's not me. that is
YouTube. You need to pick up your game, YouTube. Not having that.
Yeah, I like that guy anyway. He's a
He's a nice guy. He's been at an event right in Manchester, to be honest.
Have you ever met him or seen him at least?
No.
Fair enough.
I've seen him on YouTube. On TikTok.
Yeah, of course.
That counts. He's like, 31 grand iPhone, a camera versus 1 grand iPhone. The 31 grand iPhone is all blacked out because it doesn't have a camera.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, here's an iPhone with a case with a piece of Apple's first computer in it. It is worth 10,000.
But yeah, I really like tech channels, but there's just, I think, I Justine as well. I Justine, she's good.
Oh my god, that's been around for so long.
She was earlier than Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah, yeah, like way earlier. Like she was like the OG. She was like one of the biggest channels back then.
Her and Linus Tech Tips were basically started at the same time. They were like the big, big channel, channels.
I just don't find YouTube that entertaining anymore. You know, I
Neither
watch
do
a few videos and then I'll just go off. Like I feel like the content is just.
I just feel like I used to just click on video and there's always going to be content. Now I have to sit there searching for videos.
Yeah, I think it's just honestly just getting older, and you know, because you don't really see many older people watching YouTube really, and everybody that used to make good content is making crappy content now.
I mean, that's why I know for their own.
PewDiePie and
I didn't watch either of those people.
Guys. But all the big guys, they're making crappy content now.
The sidemen, I think, are the only people who actually sort of do similar content or have evolved good.
Yeah, I've not watched a lot of their stuff. I've watched a few of their things. They're quite entertaining, but I couldn't like watch it regularly. At the moment, I watch Daz Games. Sorry, he's a laughing by the way.
Is that the fat guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
He just like fat reactions.
No,
Fat reacts. That was just, that was a different guy. Then there's a guy who like he did like his reaction series and it was called Fat Reacts.
No, he doesn't like talk about the fact that he's fat often. He just accepts it. You know, he's a nice guy. He's got a chill guy.
Accepts it. Oh, wait, what did I just say? What did I just say?
You might wanna see that in editing, bro. You said something interesting there, bro.
Accepts it.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. And it can stay in. I'm not asked.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, tech channels. They're just most channels. I can't watch a lot of YouTube, man. I watch like guitar content, and I watch, that, and that's it. And I watch like live performances. And
I can't watch Twitch streams anymore. I used to be able to watch Twitch streams. They're so boring now.
I can never watch Twitch streams. Like it takes a lot of time, you know. Who's streaming right now? Shroud streaming. Also, these people follow me on Twitter, and they're followed by like Shroud and stuff, and like they're a big gaming thing. They host like Code Red or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they host that, and they followed me. I don't know why.
Fair play.
Weird. My nose is blocked. Love it. Anyway, I think that near comes the end of our episode.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to leave it.
Yeah.
You're taking the piss.
What?
Ah, my foot. I've just done it again.
Alright, I thought you were going to say that you weren't recording the audio or something, bro.
Wait, let me check I am. Alright, yeah, we're good.
Oh my god, man said let me check I am. Anyway.
Alright, but yeah, that comes to the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed, leave a little like rating, follow us on all of our platforms down below.
And we have a solo.to link. Solo.to/the Cub Cast. Most of our socials are just /the Cub Cast. I think all of them are actually.
Yeah, because no one's got the name. Because it's a bit unique. That sounded very neek. You like the pun?
Unique, yeah, you're funny.
Yeah, I'm funny in there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you on the next episode, next season, and be looking forward to our new logo. Who had some interesting ideas coming up for that. Yeah, we'll see you all in the next season. In a bit, lads.
Stay cozy.